Alrighty, everybody. Today we are back inside of Vault Hunters. I've done a little bit of work off camera. Got just the beginning of the house done. It's not done yet, but got a first story. Got the startings of a second story. Um, the idea is kind of that you go in through the top story and then come down around. Since the windows are still open, though, I've just been kind of walking through. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna start to move my chests in there pretty soon. I'm not in like a huge hurry. Do they have the mod where I can just walk up and pick them up? No, they don't. Too bad. We first off though, we have some stuff to do before we get into the vaults. First off, vault enchanter. We need our better enchanting table. Let's see here. I need a book. What else did I need? Was it? Oh, 2 emeralds. And then my enchanting table. Gotta actually make these into blocks. Perfect. That completes the better enchanting quest. Next thing is going to be health potions, which a little bit of reading to do. It wants me to craft a vial. Let's just real quick take a look. What? Oh, one of these vials. Passively restores charges while inside a vault. Fully charged, consume a charge to heal 4 hit points. Not bad. Oh, it just changes what recharges it. Regardless, that's pretty easy, but I need some more glass. I don't think we have enough sand to make that right now. Gonna keep my eye out for sand on our. I should say. So this, apparently, we can choose a enchant that we can afford and just get our stuff on it. So like I can get this for 5 emeralds, 1 experience. Just boom, boom. And then just like that, we have looting 3 and breaking 3. Now, we don't get vanilla enchants. Like you'll note on this vanilla sword, there's no no, we don't get vanilla enchants. We don't get some enchants, specifically like sharpness and I think it's protection don't show up. So like for example, I can take my vault armor and throw it in, but the only thing I can get on is unbreaking, which I will just go ahead and pop on. Probably didn't need to. All right, we actually get stuff with the boots. Let's go unbreaking and then feather falling. Do I want soul speed? No, I'm gonna go depth strider. Oh, that only conflicts with that. I can still get soul speed. Cool. Yeah, so gonna be a little expensive in emeralds, but having boots in good shape's probably gonna be something we're gonna want to hold on to. All right then. The other thing I wanted to do was to make the black market, which I have been excited to do. Wait. Okay. We have enough chromatic iron. I'm gonna have to smelt 6 of it first because we need 3 blocks of it. Although I can also that into a couple ingots. Is that all I had of it? No, I actually have enough for 1 more block. All right, cool. We don't even really have to wait for all that much smelting. We'll be able to get it done quickly. Let's also I grabbed this stuff for this. I needed some dirt to throw in front of here. Of course, it's snowing again. So I just ran a run real quick, grabbing dirt and also the copper for it. Where did it go? There it is. Level 6. Don't know what's in it. That's exactly what I expected. All right. Now, the moment I have been waiting for quite a while. I don't know what I'll be able to actually afford and what's actually in this, but I've been very interested to see what the black market is. So let's just plop this down and take a look. Interesting. So it resets 30 minutes from now, and we have all these soul shards, but we can swap them in for different stuff we want. So like the emeralds, I'm gonna just pick that up. We're going to need enough emeralds for enchanting that I think it's probably worth it. But yeah, these are Soul shards are going to be pretty important. Gonna want to grab as many as I can. All right. Oh, and then last thing, relic booster pack. Nothing. Not surprising. All right. And then I feel like there was something else I was interested in. Right. What do we have for burger stuff? Just a patty. Just a patty. We need at least the bun to also make a burger. And we don't have a bun, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's throw whatever we don't need into the chest. And I think we're good to go. Let's go check out the vault. I am excited. I'm hoping we roll a cool theme. Last time we got, it was like a desert theme. I was looking at the wiki. There's a desert and a desert caves theme. I don't know which one we had. Oh, we got a nether theme? Good thing I picked up the soul speed right before I was going to need it. Crazy how that works sometimes. Oh yeah, I've been noticing it's been taking a second for these to load in. I don't know what's up with that. Once I've been here for a second, it'll load in just fine, but it's been taking just a moment. All right. Chilling that way. Gotta actually mark my exit. What does this do again? Thorns damage. I'd almost rather just have the extra bit of my screen, if I'm being honest. Now we need to get the elixir stuff. Luckily, there's one in the first room for the actual crates, so like I know where one's at, regardless of how things go. Right. Also, I was looking back at the completion log from last time, and soul speed's annoying. It looks like almost all of the XP was from completing the objective. Like 80% of it or so was from completing the objective. Wooden chest scroll. What does this do? I'll worry about it later. Anyway, yeah, so like when it comes to what we're doing, and the other big thing was killing monsters. So like mining and all that really didn't give much in the way of XP. We still need to mine for the gems because the gems are useful for different crafting materials and such. But overall, it does seem as though the main breadwinners are killing mobs and completing the objective. Now, in this case, one and the same. To gather enough elixir, we're gonna have to kill more mobs, so it doesn't really matter. I do find it quite interesting that they ended up going with this for kind of the default experience, I guess you could say. Because in the second edition, the default one was like finding totems and fighting a boss, which, no offense to this choice, was a little bit more interesting of a base objective. Like, I don't know, it feels like the elixir is really just, hey, go about clearing the dungeon and you get extra stuff for it. Like that's really what it feels like. So it does seem just a little bit weird to me that they changed it from the boss fight being the default, which is kind of, you know, exciting and gives that, I don't know exactly how to put it, but just like slightly more interesting. What are these? Pipes. I don't know if it's something I'm actually gonna need, or this like actual plating blocks pipes. Nah, it's probably just decorative stuff. I was gonna say, I was wondering if it was like actually something that some mod takes interest in, but I think, keyword think, it's not gonna be super important. All right. Looking good. Still not super interested in any of the stuff that's purely decorative. I just don't feel like there's a lot of value to picking up decorative stuff at this stage when my inventory space could really better be used elsewhere for stuff that's going to actually help us. Cool. Hey, yo, we got a chicken jockey. Have fun, Mr. Chicken. Sacks are not useful for us because we have shulker boxes, which are a million times better. I do find it amusing that, like, shulker boxes are a thing, but yet the, whatchamacallit, the mod for the sacks, I don't know what mod introduces it, but they feel it necessary to make it so that if you carry more than one, you get super slowed down. Where it's just like, why? Oh, those are trapdoors. Interesting. But like, what's the point when shulker boxes are a thing in game? Like, it feels like you just kind of use shulker boxes and you get more inventory. Like, shulker boxes are still better than the sacks, even without the speed limitation. Ooh, another bounty pearl. Still don't know exactly what they do, but I don't think we need much else from in here. We need to be keeping an eye out for sand. But yeah, like they provide less inventory space than shulkers. So shulkers are still the better alternative. So like, it just feels like it would probably be fine to just not even worry about a weight limit. Just be like, yeah, you get to have sacks. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it should be a problem. Might just be me, though. Alright. I would really like some sand. Also, I'm never putting soul speed on another character. My word, is it annoying. Alright. Don't need to put a torch down because there's only one way in and out. Let's go ahead and head down. Get some more monster kills. What time are we looking at? 18 minutes. Now that I know I don't have to make it back to start, though. Like, I do know that the start's where one of these for sure is at. But I think I'm probably good to just kind of explore a little willy-nilly if I want to. Because I don't think that I'm going to need to make it back, you know? Like, I just am going to have to find a spot to open with the elixir after I get it. Assuming I get it, though. Like, that's the one thing. Like, it's still probably best if I head for things in an organized manner where I know I'm at. Where I know where I'm at. Yes. English eludes me sometimes. But yeah, just staying on a known location so that I don't have to worry about it. I did not need to grab that. I mean, I didn't need to not grab it either, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I almost want to just kind of not worry about the chest for a bit. Try to just book it for mobs for a bit. Because they're where the real elixir comes from, but... Man, I'm slightly nervous about time. It doesn't feel like we're making great time. I don't think... I don't think it's going to be a huge deal if we're not making the best of time, because I think we'll still have time to spare. Because we start with 25 minutes, I believe. Which means we're 10 minutes in, still got 16 minutes, and we're almost half done. I think it's 30 minutes we start with, though. I might be a little cooked. Let's get down there. I want a interesting room again. I feel like I run into this problem with every vault. I think it's probably my biggest complaint with Vault Hunters, like the mod pack as a whole, is that it just gets really like the room design is really repetitive. Um, and like it's not. I don't know how do I put it. It's not like a massive deal, but at this point, I know what these rooms look like, and there's variations, and I appreciate that. But like the general cave rooms start to get boring. And there's a lot of general cave rooms in Vault Hunters. So yeah, I guess my thing is just I would like a little more variation within it. Yellow Caridium Cluster. I don't think that's anything to really of note. Alright. And like I'm not super worried about monster variation because I think we'll get more variation as time passes, but I presume that the general like cave shape for the main room will not be changing. Once again, it's not a big deal. I think one thing that happens sometimes is I sometimes tend to talk about things in a manner where it sounds like I'm making a bigger deal out of it than I am. I get in trouble for this a lot. But like it is something of note to me. Like I do notice that the rooms are quite repetitive, stuff like that. Now, one thing that happens, and this is my fault for playing the Skyblock version of this, because we had to play all of I had some of them off game and stuff. So because I had to do so many of the like basic dungeons just to get going, and I had the rough time with Obsidian, which I'll come back to. Because I had the rough time with the Obsidian and stuff. Um, it just extended out the early dungeon phase where there's not really much that can threaten you for me. Because like that's kind of the point. Like you clear the first few dungeons, you're not really at threat at all. You start to get comfortable, and then it starts hitting hard. Like that's as far as I understand it, that's kind of the point. Like they want you to get comfortable and feel like it's too easy. So then when the difficulty scales, it's like really jarring and shocking. So like part of the problem with the Skyblock version, and if I had known this, I wouldn't have picked Skyblock. But now we're far enough in that it doesn't matter anyway. I'd have the problem with her without the Skyblock aspect because I've already played that bit. But because you play all of that easy, no threat at the start as well, once you before you even get into the actual vaults, it creates a little bit of a I've had a while without really feeling threatened, But as I said though, when I mentioned Obsidian, I said I'd get back to my thought. Part of, and this actually ties in as well. Part of it's not so much the mod pack's fault so much as I just got unlucky. When I went for dirt and stuff in one of the dungeons because I needed some dirt, so I just hopped into a dungeon real quick to grab some. Like one of the quick, easy dungeons, not a real dungeon. Anyway. I went into one of the Pine Forest mines and found a piece of double compressed obsidian. Suffice to say, I was not thrilled at this discovery. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. Like, it's one of those things where if it hadn't taken me so long to get the obsidian, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But because it took so long, it ended up being frustrating, to then find a piece of double compressed. Also, there is a elixir drop off up there. Wait, I need to be actually killing the monsters. Boom. All right. I don't know what I'm going to want to put future skill points into. I feel like I have enough points in strength now. Hey, yo, finally a different type of cave. It's still a cave, but different type of cave. I really want like a village or something. I just find them so much more aesthetically pleasing. But, yeah, I think my next skill point's probably going to go into Vein Miner. Just something to speed up the process of any mining that needs to be done. Shouldn't have dropped that. It's only 8 blocks that you can mine at once, but it's still a good enough amount, you know? Good enough amount. Still a good amount. Like, being able to mine 8 blocks with 1 dig is huge. Even if it doesn't sound numerically like a lot. And to be fair, compared to a vein miner that lets you dig like 64, it's not all that much. But any amount helps. Right. I think it's time to move on to the next turn. Where did I come from? That way. Let's go. But yeah, I think another thing is the village room. This is something I noticed playing Vault Hunter 2nd Edition. The village rooms, like you can run through like 8 village rooms in a row, and they still feel pretty interesting. Just because you got houses and stuff. The cave rooms are so monotone. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm complaining about nothing. Because these rooms do look nice. They really do. So, like, I don't want it to seem like I don't like these rooms. But, yeah, like, it's just something where if I was a, you know, creator, whatever, for the mod pack, I would be looking at ways to at least try to increase the variation in the way the caves look. However, I am very early in on the mod pack, so it's very possible that that starts to change as you hit higher levels. Like, that's another thing that I need to just temper myself with. Sometimes I get in a hurry, you know, and like assume that I'm experiencing everything immediately, even when, you know, there's still a lot to be done in experience in something like this. So, like, some of it's just that I need to temper myself and, you know, recognize that I'm not playing something that goes through immediately, if you know what I mean. Anyway, hopefully. Now this is going to be the exciting part. I'm looking forward to opening the crate. Like, seeing the crate pop open like that is always so exciting. All right. 25,000 experience. We got 3 levels off of that. That's pretty good. Also, booster packs. Oh, we actually got 2. Hey, yo. We got a Twitch emote. Right, cool. And then to grab these back out. Boom. Right, I have a button for that. Crazy. Boom. Need to roll this. I don't know what a focus is. So I'm gonna be interested. Alright, focus. Offhand slot. 12 mana, 15% time acceleration avoidance. And trap disarm chance. Interesting. I like that it takes up less of my secondary hand than the shield does. So, like, I'm already a fan. Alright. Oops. Now we're in business. How many of these do I have? Okay, I have enough for the vault chestplate. I have a scrappy chestplate. I wanna take the roll. I get that's expensive, but roll of rare plus. I believe in the dream. Let's see it. Come on, be something good. 8% knockback resist, 8% increased attack damage, 19% mana regen, 5% item quantity. It's rare. Wither Wolf model. Got a lot better durability, one better armor, and slightly lower ability power. The base stats aren't much better. Like the durability is a lot better. The armor's better, but the ability power being lower kind of hurts. But the extra abilities that come with it put it over the edge. Also, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Let's roll the crate. Okay. Let me just sort this. Take a look at what we're dealing with. All the jewels and stuff. Let's figure out what really matters. The soul of a fallen vault hunter used in a Cairo chamber to create. Interesting. Leggings, helmet. Helmet's huge. A sword. I'm looking forward to the sword. All right. Let's dump all that. First off, what do we got for our vault relic? Platinum essence, which I think means, yeah, we now have 2 from the same set. Cool. Now let's roll. The chests, I'm pretty sure was a rare plus. So I'm interested to see. All right, the helmet, chest plate. Chest plate is rare. 5 armor. We rolled highest into the armor and good ability power. Oh yeah, we're swapping out the chest plates. Sorry, Mr. Wolf, you did not last very long. Scrappy leggings, but at the end of the day, it's better than the diamond. And we rolled decent stats on it. Good durability, decent armor, decent ability power. Could have been worse. They look terrible, but could have been worse. The helmet, though. We rolled on the low end of armor and low end of durability, but we rolled on the high end of ability power. And it's got 8% increased attack damage. That's pretty good. The knockback resistance, it is what it is. But the item rarity should be nice, and the increased area of effect could be okay. It's a donkey head. I did not expect the donkey head. All right. And then the sword, probably worse than my axe. 1.64 attack speed, 8.5 damage. 1.1 attack speed, 10 damage. Actually, maybe the sword's better. 6% attack speed. The attack speed percentage does better for the sword than it does for the axe. I think we might chill with the sword. All right, got a lot going on. A lot of stuff I can enchant now. Have we actually gotten any emeralds from our stuff? No. I guess emeralds are gonna be something I'm gonna have to be on the lookout for. We're gonna need to make sure we're getting plenty of emeralds. All right. I don't know what the chest scrolls are. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't know what it does, but tell you guys what, I want to get the vials and make a little bit of progress on the chest, or the quest, not chest. So I'm gonna go get the sand. Alrighty, so first off, got our glass now. Ended up finding red sand, not normal sand, but whatever works. It took long enough to find that I'm not gonna complain. Now we either poppy, red mushroom, or bamboo. Problem is, the more I think about it, I'm not sure I have any of these just lying around, which slightly inconvenient. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a problem. Well, let's focus on the other thing, which is I just realized. Well, just realized. I was looking around. I realized, um, we can actually go ahead and put efficiency, fortune, and mending on this bad boy. Throw unbreaking on too. Yeah, so we can actually have a good pick, and then also just we'll go ahead and do the same thing for the axe. Just that way we actually have a decent tool. Now, that actually brings me in real quick. I was trying to figure out what to use my skill points on. Since we can get the efficiency 5, we're dumping 2 into haste. I get it. Might not be the most efficient use of our skill points, but that's what we're going to do. And then we're also going to go ahead and pick up Vein Miner. Need to add a keybind for it. But I figure that, like, let me set a keybind real quick. Vein Miner. Just set it to tilde. Yeah, like, that's going to be really useful. Especially in the mines. And with this insta-mining now, we're in a good spot. I think once we get to haste 3, obviously we can't insta-break wood yet, but I think once we get to haste 3, we might be able to. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go back into the vault, and I'm gonna hunt down one of these items for a vial real quick. Alright, long story short, that was a lot more difficult than I thought. We ended up getting the poppy, which, let me just make sure, because I'm having second thoughts that it was a poppy that we needed. It is a poppy, right? Okay, good. Yeah, I couldn't find any just around. So ultimately, what I had to do was I enchanted the shovel, got the stuff on it, and brought some grass back. We had 3 mossy bones lying around. Each mossy bone gives 1 bone meal. So I was able to get some bone meal. First one, boom, poppy there. So luckily, luckily we got it. We're in business. I already made bottles. What am I doing? Get boom. These just passively restore while being in the vault. Good enough for me. I'm chill with that. Boom. Using your vault crystal in your vault portal will open a vault that is quite different from the raw vaults. Yeah, I did that quite a while ago. Looting in vaults is fun, and blah blah blah. Crafts a shard patch. Oh, does that automatically pick up the shards? That'd be pretty nice. We need purple wool though, so that might be a little bit off. Luckily, they gave us the ender pearl. And string isn't too hard to get. Just gotta go down into one of the mines. All right. I doubt either of these will be close to being good enough for me to use, but roll them and see. Both are common. Good old vanilla shield. Can I actually block with it though? No. Yeah, I'm gonna keep with my unintrusive book. That also gives me extra mana. And a sword. Well. Oh, it's actually higher attack damage and higher attack speed. That's crazy. Plus 10% dungeon damage, plus 6% attack speed. This is actually better. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say. Also, we're almost at emeralds, which is a little bit of a problem, but we'll figure it out. I might have to do some mining in the caves. You can see like there's 3 of these. Oh, well, that's. But yeah, I had 3 of them missing at once. That's the first time I've had that many gone at once, because normally I'm here for a little bit in between. Anyway, that is not at all what's important. I think we're about done for today, guys. I would like to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.